Very good afternoon, student. So today's lecture is all about service marketing. On service marketing, in last lecture, we discussed our unit second, role of processes, people, and physical evidence in service marketing. In that, we have to see the types of service processes, then step for managing service processes, then service design standard and the element of a service design. Then next is we have to see a tool of designing service processes, then mapping in a process, then variety in a process and importance of process in a services, then a service system and the important component of a service system. Next is a serviction system. In that, first one is the technical core and service delivery system. Next, we discuss what is meant by service blueprint and the important component of a service blueprint. Then the process of a service blueprint and the significance of a service blueprint. Then we discuss the major part of this chapter is the servicescape, the meaning of servicescape, who developed servicescape, which is Boom and Bittner. Then type of servicescape on basis of their use. Then servicescape role. Then the total procedure of servicescape, that is a integrative framework by Bittner servicescape model. And next is what is meant by service encounter, the types of service encounter, and next is the factor affecting of a service encounter. We discuss all these types of factor in this in last chapter, and today we discuss the service profit chain. So basically, this is service profit chain. As the diagram show this, first one is the internal service quality, which is linked in employee satisfaction, and then here is the employee retention and employee productivity, which is a link by employee satisfactions, and after that, sorry, the employee retention and employee productivity, which is linked to each other. Okay. Then external service value, customer satisfaction, customer loyalty is having a two part, that is profitability and revenue growth. Okay. So first one is we have to discuss these criteria, like a link between customer satisfactions and customer loyalty. That is, we have to see first this link, customer satisfaction and customer loyalty. So in this process, basically customer satisfaction caused by the customer loyalty, which is a positive word of mouth, refer to the other customer, and repurchase are the two factor which is indicate a loyalty of the customer. So the business organization acquire more revenue and also earn more profit due to customer retention. Okay. For example, consumer rated the Xerox machine on the basis of satisfaction level of a 5, which is highly satisfied, 4, which is satisfied. On a scale 1 to 5, the customer rating of Xerox copy company having a 5, the purchasing of a Xerox equipment is a 6 time more than the customer who rated it 4. Second is a link between customer loyalty and profitability of a growth. Okay, so in this, the research conducted for the service profit chain indicate the customer loyalty, which is a major decisive factor and profitability. Customer loyalty is driven by the customer satisfaction, and the customer loyalty prompt profitability of a growth, which is usually patient about giving highest possible score. Next is the link between value, customer, and satisfaction. Okay. The external, sorry, third one is a link between value and customer satisfaction, that is external service value and customer satisfaction. So in this ratio, the value received in the form of product or service which is lead to customer satisfaction. The quality of a service received by the customer is directly related to the total cost. The customer give great preference to the value, and what the customer receive is a return which is expensive and made by him or her in a process of acquiring the product or services, which is called as a value. Next one is a link between employee loyalty and employee productivity. So employee loyalty and employee productivity having a link. In this link, basically satisfaction and enthusiasm, which is helped to develop the employee loyalty. Only one excited and a happy employee can make the customer happy and satisfied. So, therefore, the employee satisfaction is a must for the customer satisfaction. Then, a link between employee satisfaction and loyalty. Okay, so in that link, it is employee are not satisfied with their job or the management, they may leave the organization. The turnover rate of such employee is three times higher than the satisfaction employee. Then the link between internal quality and employee satisfaction. Here, the internal quality of a organization determine the employee satisfaction. The feeling that employee have toward their work, peer the company in organization, and the manner in which people serve each of or the different point of view which had about attend the comparison to attend the real excitement which way too troublesome and more instructed. Okay, the next is a importance of a service profit chain. First one is making an organization successful. So all the constituent necessary to make the organization successful are linked by the service profit chain. The working model emphasizes the significance of a link between the component or a competent and skilled workplace. Second is the recognizing changes in organization. Uh, Through service profit chain, it is clear that the perceived value make the customer loyal to the service organization. Customer expectation are dynamic in the nature and they keep changing regularly. That's why these changes should be continuously. Third one is illustrating the correlation between different and component. In that the interconnection between customer satisfaction, employee satisfaction, and the profit can be encapsulated in a significant manner, which help of the service profit chain. Organization having higher level of employee satisfaction, which involve mostly tend to better quality experience to their customers. Fourth one is provide workplace of a company for a profit. The service profit chain extend workplace of the organization, which help to increase the organization profit level, and the company has a high prospect of achieving new high of a success when the productive, efficient, and well satisfied and the loyal employee are present. The last one is analyzing and improving the operation. The analysis as well as the improvement of a service operation is possible due to service profit chain. The working model find customer and employee loyal to be the two fundamental factor responsible for profitability and the growth of service organization. So in that way, there are five type of importance of service profit chain. Next is a service element of a service culture. So element of a service culture are service philosophy or mission, then employee role and expectation, then policies and procedure, then management support. Next is product and services, then motivator and reward, then training, delivery system, and service philosophy by mission. So there are total eight type of element of a service culture. Okay. What is the importance of this service culture? Basically, the importance of service culture is a competition, value, loyal customers, advertising, and consistent quality. So, in competition, the companies often analyze the reason that stop to customer to make a purchase from the competitor. Among the various reasons, the quality of a service provider is the most significant of one providing high quality services at competitive price, attract and retain customers. Next is a value. In a value, service organization should understand that the customer also evaluated service in a term of the value that they receive, and thus the value quotient can be raised by providing high quality of service and that is satisfying related processes. Then loyal customers. In that, forming a base of a loyal customer is the objective of the most service firm. So it can be achieved in the most of efficient manner when the high quality service are provided consistently. Next is advertising. In advertising, it is a big part of organization and budget in the marketing. However, service firm having a new customer through word of mouth advertising as customer recommended by the service in their close group If there is a good service culture, the word of mouth activity or advertising will become more and more efficient or effective. Next is a consistent quality. For ensuring that the level of service provided to the customer has a consistent quality, a customer service culture is a vital, and a different in a service quality can create a different in a corporate identity and customer base. Next is the service marketing triangle. So in service marketing triangle, there are company, employee, and customer, which is interlinked by interactive marketing, external marketing, and internal marketing. Okay. Next is service as a physical evidence. So basically, a physical setting or environment in which the firm deliver in a service and interact the customer, which is known as a physical evidence or a service physical evidence. So there are four important. There are some importance of service physical evidence. First, to enhance the productivity, then managing better service quality and repositioning of a service. So enhance productivity in this important to achieve the right configuration of a tangible element, that is a service outlet, interior and ambience of the service. This is essential not only for the customer perspective but also to improve the function aspect of the service delivery. The second important is managing the better service quality. In that, developing the better customer perception means to infusing positive imitation in a customer mind, which regarding to the services. Next is the repositioning of a services. In that, appropriate physical evidence also help to manage the service quality. For example, efficient housekeeping, cooperative staff maintain excellence facility for customer. These are some importance. Next is element of physical evidence. So physical environment, communication, price, service personnel, tangible product and brand are some element of physical services. First one is physical environment, that is layout, atmosphere, ambience, aesthetic are some sub point or sub component of a physical environment. Then next is the communication. In the communication, uh, the physical evidence also involve the communication factor. The every firm need to efficiently communicate its customer about the services. So the use of method for using these services. For example, in shopping mall, retail store and multiplex, the customer should be provided assistance in order to locate the item they wanted to buy. Third one is a price. So, in a price criteria, there is another element of a service physical evidence. So, price charge for a service by the service provider is used to is used as a quality indicator by the customer. Normally, when the service is charged a premium price, then the customer also have a high expectation from the service in term of quality as compared to when it price is lower or average. Next is the service personnel. In service personnel, um, the behavior, the etiquettes, and the appearance of a service personnel retaining the service also it has an important role to play in enhancing the perception of a customer regarding to the service quality. It becomes the crucial part of a services having a physical evidence. So therefore, the service provider should choose the appropriate dress code for the service staff. Next is tangible product. In that, service provider also tend to offer tangible product to the customer to enhance the service experience. Next is a brand. So brand or corporate identity means the corporate identity or a brand can act as a tangible element which is service for the service firm. For example, people generally have the greater trust on a company like Bosch, Mahindra, Hyundai, Maruti, rather than the local, mechanic practicing himself in a case of car servicing. So basically, this is not because of mechanic will not be capable to provide the efficient service set, but it is because of he lack of brand value, which provide deeper trust to the customers. Okay. Um, Okay. Next is a method to providing the physical evidence. So first method is recognizing the strategic impact of a physical evidence, then map the physical evidence of service, assess and identify the physical evidence opportunity, be prepared to update the modernize the evidence and the work cross functionally. So in that, recognize the strategies of impact physical evidence. The physical evidence having a big role of a role in shaping the perception and the attitude of a customer. So, in case of many firms, the first step toward the providing physical evidence is to recognize the need and importance of its customer service and delivery process. Next, in a map of physical evidence services, the next critical step having map which is various element of a services, existing element of a physical evidence and the service process should be visible to everyone. Then in a work cross function, the communication or relaying the organization messages to the target segment, which is important aspect of a marketing. Then to prepare, update and modernize evidence. In that, it has been seen that the specifications for the physical evidence need to be constantly modernized and upgraded. And our last point in this unit to manage the physical evidence service marketing. In that first one, to identify the strategic requirement of a physical evidence. The physical evidence strategy should be aligned with the mission and the goal of organization. Then second, to decide kind of physical evidence requirement. In that, before actually executing the service landscape, it is necessary to visualize what kind of physical evidence is required by the organization. And third one, clarify the role of employee and customer in service scape. The role of employee can be customer need to be clarified, let down the service blueprint, and also require two decision making point, and it can be centered to be clarified, identify and tag. Then update and modernize evidence. The element of a physical evidence need to be constantly modernized and upgraded. The organization and need to make decision contemporary, and this can be done only when they knew the demand of the market. Okay, so now in today's lecture, we one sec. We discuss um, the link of a service profit chain, then important of a service profit chain, then what is meant by element of a service culture, their importance, then service marketing triangle, then service physical evidence. What is the element of a service physical evidence? Then the method which is providing the evidence, how to manage the physical evidence in a services marketing. Okay, so in that way, we completed our second topic. I hope you all are understand. In next lecture, we took one revision or short revision of topic 7, that is role of processes, people, and physical evidence in service marketing. Thank you for the today's session, guys. Thank you so much.